Yo, what is up, guys? Joker bringing you another video for the 3.23 Affliction League. So, at this point in time, I have 70 to 86 hours on my armor stacker, right? And if we go over to my Deadeye, we have a grand total of 14 days and 2 hours, right? So altogether, we have over 300 hours of playtime this league, and that's not even taking into consideration. I have a assassin, I have a guardian, I have a necro, right? And then these two, they I was going to do stuff with them, but I never got around to it. Uh, Point being, I have played this league for well over 300 hours, right? Which is a lot. And it's a really good league. I stand by the league being really fun and really good. However, my stipulation when I originally started the Armor Stacker was Pal World was going to be out in a week, and it really depends on how much I enjoy Pal World. And turns out I'm enjoying Pal World a lot more than I thought I was going to. It is a really good game. Think think if every every decent open world survival game went ahead and like merged with creature capturing, right? And automation and world bosses and like just all the good things that a creature capturing and an open world game could have, right? Like as you can see right here, 855K people as the peak and 670 4K just literally 8 minutes ago. 8 minutes ago, 670K people were playing. That should speak to its credit. If you were on the fence about buying Pokemon with guns, just do it. It's so fun, especially if you like that type of game. If you like either creature capturing games or survival games, like imagine Ark but done better, right? Obviously it still does have some issues and some bugs, but it's literally the alpha version of the game. It's literally 0.1.2, right? So this should be the worst it is ever going to be, and that's high praise, right? Because in my opinion, the game is a solid 8 out of 10 right now, even with the bugs and everything, because it has not only big milestone world bosses, it has automation, it has a good creature system. It allows you to ride your creatures into battle. Like for when you think about an open world creature gathering game, this is what came to mind, right? I wanted to always be like in Pokemon, I always wanted to be able to just like jump on a Pokemon and fly somewhere, or like jump into the water, throw a Pokemon, and fucking surf across the sea, or fight giant creatures, and like giant world bosses with my Pokemon, right? And then the guns are just like an asset, I guess. I mean, it's not really even that focus. I haven't even gotten into guns yet. I'm still using a bow. I kind of suck. But somewhere on the screen, I'll go ahead and show like the first milestone boss fight. I'm gonna start. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop like saying how amazing Pal World is, and you should buy it. I'm not sponsored. I back the game that much. As long as they just like last epoch, right? 3 years ago, when last epoch was still in like alpha, I went ahead and I bought it because I'm like, okay, I see a lot of potential in this. And then ever since, I've just been speaking the praise of last epoch because the team has just been continuingly doing good. So that's why I still speak on Last Epoch so highly. And same thing with this game. It's an early access alpha game that's pretty amazing. Like the map is huge, it's fun, you get to play with your friends. Like it's really really good. Like my friend who normally doesn't sink any amount of time into any game really. Last night we played for like 10 hours and I was expecting him to like be like, "No, let's go play League or something else." No, we played for like 10 hours and the only reason we stopped is because it was like 3 a.m. and he had to go to bed for work, right? So, if you're thinking about it, just do it. I mean, shit. I think Steam allows you to refund stuff up until like 10 hours of playtime, anyways. So I mean, just it's worth it. A million people can't be wrong, right? Well, I mean, I guess they could be, but that's not the point. Okay, completely off topic of this video. And the point of this video is my to be continued on my armor stacker, right? Every league I like, well, every league for like the last two leagues, I like to try to do something new, right? Last league, what did I do last league? Oh, I learned how more about the market and stuff like that, right? I learned how to flip merch. I learned how to set up buy orders, sell orders, all of that, right? This league, I learned more about crafting and I was able to craft multiple items that I sold for 50 plus div just because I saw there was a need and I saw they were relatively easy to craft, right? So and I already got my time's worth out of this league. And then I was going to do the armor stacking with the stipulation, how good is Pal World, right? If Pal World would have sucked ass, I probably would continue on the armor stacker right now, right? But I'm just having too much fun in Pal World right now. And I have like multiple different groups of friends that are playing. So I'm playing on like 3 different servers right now as well. So that's pretty time consuming as well. Um, but yeah, I'm just having such a good time. Not that I'm not having a good time with the current PoE league because it is insanely fun. I stand by what I said. This is probably one of the best leagues that we have ever had. It is literally like Sentinel and Affliction are my 2 favorite leagues of all time because of everything that we received in both of these leagues, right? The gym rework, and then Sentinel gave us a huge crafting thing. Plus, they both gave us a shit ton of loot, right? So they both have been amazing, fun leagues, and I put an insane amount of time into both leagues, right? But now, since Power World's out, I keep saying it. I just keep wanting to play Power World, which means I haven't been playing Path of Exile. Um, and I don't really see myself having the time to play Path of Exile here for like the next month, month and a half, right? At least until the next league. Because if we go ahead and we take a look at it, Last Epoch has a launch on February 24th, I'm sorry, February 21st for its official launch, right? That is going to be huge. I'm going to want to put a decent amount of time into that because like I've been saying, I have had nothing but praise about Last Epoch. Last Epoch is an amazing ARPG. But on top of that, on the flip side, the dark side of ARPGs, I'm pretty sure that Diablo 4 has its season 3 coming out pretty soon, and it's supposed to be good. I don't know when it's coming out. I haven't been following D4 that hard. I may try it, but every other D4 season has only lasted me like a week. So, I mean, I'll jump on for like the week. But apart from that, there's just so many games coming out at the start of the year that until the next season, I don't think I'm going to be playing much more Path of Exile because I already have like 350 hours in the league. That's more than some people have played of Path of Exile ever. And they'll play like every league, right? And they'll still have less than 350 hours. And so I just wanted to go ahead, make this video, say, hey, the armor stacker was fun. Shout out to Big Daddy. His videos were extremely helpful in learning out how to build an effective armor stacker, right? Being able to go ahead and let me go ahead and grab his channel one more time. Being able to go ahead and have everything broken down in that like super simple way, and he
Yeah, it's every
continues to just put out more and more videos going over how you can enhance your armor stacker essentially, right? So Big Daddy, YouTube, go follow, like, subscribe, watch all of his videos. Extremely helpful if you're looking for anything armor stacking. He's like one of the better people that I've seen showcasing and explaining armor stackers. Like, I watched a few other videos prior, and they weren't, I don't want to say they weren't good, but they weren't as informative. I'll phrase it that way, right? Where essentially he goes and he breaks down literally everything, right? But I don't want this video to be forever, and it's already 10 minutes. So let's just showcase where we're ending our current armor stacker. And like I said, next league, I'll pick this up. I'll probably league start it if it gets enough support. Every league start, I throw up a poll saying, what am I league starting? That's why I say it like that. But yeah. We currently have, if we pop everything, we currently have 896K. We're one armor. Can I get one armor on anything? We're seriously one armor off? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, well, we're 897K armor. I'm counting it, even though we're missing the one. And it's been insanely fun. Pros and cons of an armor stacker that I've learned. You're most likely going to want to go Scion regardless, just because of the fact that you have more access to free increased effect of auras. And let me hop over to the Scion that I was leveling, right? You have way more access to aura effect, which just naturally makes you stronger, right? You get to do something like this, where you throw in a militant faith that has non-curse effective auras, and then you throw in an unnatural instinct over here, and you just get an insane amount of stats. I mean, look at all the stats that you receive from the unnatural instinct, and as you can see right there, it says plus 80 devotion. So this unnatural instinct on its own is giving me 8% increased effect of non-curse auras, right? And like I was mentioning, Scions just on their own, they have this aura effect. They get to come up here and they get to go CI, so you don't even have to care about your chaos res, right? And ES is technically way easier to scale than HP, right? It just is, because well, I mean, I don't have to really explain, but it just is, right? The amounts of ES that you can get and the percentages that you get are just higher. That's why it's easier to scale ES than it is HP, right? Like if we look at this, Will, for example, even if we go CI, all we have to do is put a clear mind in here, and this is 8%, 8%, 8%, and 7%, right? So what is that? 30% increased ES right there. If I decided to take that, like it's super easy to scale ES to like decent numbers. Obviously, it gets harder to scale it to the higher stupid numbers, but to scale it to enough, like 4 or 5K, is easy enough, right? So that's probably my game plan. Or if anything, I'll just follow the Big Daddy videos where he league started in Aura Stacking Scion and literally just copy that one for one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna have a clip of like the first initial boss fight in Pal World up somewhere on the screen, kind of. Potentially, I don't know, maybe. Still deciding on that. But yeah. I just wanted to go ahead and come let you guys know that, hey, this is going to be a to be continued, because there's too much coming up. My new job just shifted my schedule. Like the last 3 days, I've literally just gotten off work and went to bed. So I really haven't had that much free time, but I like to keep you guys updated. So that's the game plan. We're going to be doing a lot of Power World. I'm debating if I'm going to be putting Power World videos on this channel. At the very least, I know for a fact I'm going to be putting Last Epoch videos on this channel. And on my side channel, I may be putting Power World videos, stuff like I do for PoE, right? Like the who's, the what's, the where's, the wins, the whys, like all of those initial things to help players in Pal World, right? Because that's essentially what I do in fucking Path of Exile, right? I essentially help people make currency and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is a 15-minute long rant. I do apologize. The POB will be down in this description, as well as Big Daddy's channel will be tagged once again, in case you guys are doing an armor stacker and have any questions. Go over there. I believe he also has a Discord that you can join. Yeah. But yeah, until next time, take care.